What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Uh, Steph Curry earlier today. Shout out to the subscriber on my other platform. Let me know about this, by the way. Steph Curry today was in a Q&A session, and he was asked whether or not the Kevin Durant Warriors would beat the '96 Bulls, and he said yes. He said he believes that we'll never conclusively know this, but he believes that they would beat the Bulls in 6 games. He also said that he would drop 40 points on Michael Jordan in a one-on-one matchup. Which really isn't a one-on-one matchup. What I mean. If he was primarily being guarded by Jordan, I guess. Now, in today's NBA, if you put the '96 Bulls as they were in the league today, or better yet, put them in the league when KD was playing with the Warriors in 2016, 17, 18, 19, the Bulls, I believe, would struggle and they would lose just because the game is so different than it was uh, 25 or so years ago. But if you put them in 1996, I think it's a lot closer. Um, First of all, defense. You could hand check. Um, they were phasing out hand checking, but you could still, use your elbows and things of that nature. You could knock guys off stride. You could be a lot more physical, and the whistle wouldn't be likely to blow. Now that's something that obviously can give Steph Curry some problems. Um, a defender can pick Curry up from almost the entire length of the floor. You can run him off the 3-point line. The 3-point shot wasn't shot like it is today back then. What I think teams take about 35 3-point attempts on average per game. Back in 1996, it was probably closer to like maybe 15 a game per team. They shot them, but not nearly with you know, not nearly as frequently as it is today. Centers were camped down low. You didn't have all these stretch fours or fives. You had power forwards and centers playing in the paint as traditionally they have been. So all these forays to the basket, all these smaller players who have all these unimpeded drives to the basket, that shit's not going to be like that. Not in the '90s. Um, the pace of the game was slower. Um, you know, a lot more twos were taken, which is probably the most inefficient shot in basketball. You had to take twos just because of the way the game was played. So I see the scoring way down, efficiency way down. Uh, the Bulls might have had an advantage with the bench with the KD Warriors because they lost something in their bench when KD came over. Tony Kukoc could be an X factor in that series with the second unit. Um, However, I can't help but think that Kevin Durant would be the X factor for the Warriors, man. Like, yeah, Scottie Pippen could maybe slow him down a little bit, but you just can't stop a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how you could just stop a KD. Like, it's just I don't see it. So I just don't see it. Now I've seen Scottie Pippen get burnt a couple times by great players. Bird used to eat his ass up. Kobe used to eat his ass up. Um, who else I saw eat his ass up? Barkley is eating his ass up a couple times too. Yeah, he will, stop a lot of guys. I've seen him play great defense, but I've seen him get burnt. What you call it? Jamal Mashburn lit his ass up for 50. So yeah, if you could score, Pippen, might have his moments, but you could light his ass up. Jordan, I would think that they would try to save Jordan from guarding any particular person. If anything, I think he would guard Clay because Clay doesn't demand the basketball as much. But man, Clay, I don't know. Clay would still get his points, man, and Clay might be to Jordan what Reggie Miller was to Jordan back then, like not chirping as much, but just a guy that could wear him down a little bit throughout the course of a series. The first couple of games Mike have 40, 44, but by the end of the series, Mike is on fumes, 26, 28, shooting efficiencies going down, things of that nature. Could come down to this, y'all. Coaching. And this is where I'm stuck. Phil Jackson versus Steve Kerr. But Steve Kerr's I remember the Bulls. I can't rectify this. Uh, maybe in this universe, Luke Walton is the head coach of the Warriors. And if that's the case, then I really start giving the Bulls an edge if you go back into the 90s. Because Phil Jackson would coach. Phil Jackson and that coaching triumvirate of him, Tex Winter, and oh shit, what's his name, man? Jim Clemens. They would coach circles around Luke Walton and whoever the fuck is his coaching underling. But if they go back in time, man, I would say Bulls in 6 or 7. Now about Curry dropping 40 on Jordan, yeah, I could see that. LeBranford Smith dropped 37 on Mike. I mean, a star can do that. A star player can light a motherfucker up. So I can't sit there and say that he can't do it. Yeah, Mahmoud Roof dropped 38 on the Bulls. The question is though, can't we all see Jordan dropping 50 on him? So that's a moot point to me. But tell me what you guys think.